Hey, if you guys see on the news some crazy shirtless guy with a Mastodon painted on his face, you'll know that we had a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today is a very special day because we are taking on the highly requested Mastodon disc golf course in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm so excited to get this round going, so make sure you sit back, relax, stay for a while, and let's go toss some plastic. And we've made it to hole 1 at Mastodon disc golf course in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Guys, this place looks amazing. I have not been this excited to play around in quite a while, and we have the perfect starting hole, 248 feet, dead straight. It looks like the pins are in the short locations today, but we are starting with the Envy, and hopefully we can get off with a nice birdie. Oh, that first throw always hurts. All right, that should be a nice and short and simple putt. Let's get started. Absolutely love to see it. Great start. Hole 2, 310 feet, slightly downhill, and it looks like we definitely don't want to go too deep because we'll end up in some thick rough. So with the downhill, the heck should work out just perfect. Highs are back, please. And we went deep. We did everything we just said not to do. I'm a little excited this morning. This is a perfect example of good disc selection here. Even when I'm a little fired up, the hex is not gonna go much farther than 310 feet, especially when my arm's not even warmed up yet. But we have left ourselves this 45, 50 footer, slightly uphill for the 2. Oh, not bad. Hole 3, 553 feet, mostly dead straight. You do want a slight hyzer / flip up off this tee shot because we need about 260 feet of swamp clearance. I am gonna go with the Firestorm because if we mess up, this is definitely my easiest disc to find. We'll never get the most distance with that disc, but it was a very good and safe shot. Hole 4, it's only 190 feet, but it is a pretty tight hyzer shot. And guys, sorry, we could not finish hole 3. It is lawn mowing day, so there's 2 guys up there with some big 0 turns. I gave it a good 15 minutes, but it was time to move on because we are trying to beat the rain, but we are gonna go with the Kia. All right, that should be a short putt. Looking back, guys, I do see that we have some audio issues. I do apologize for that. Sometimes when I'm around these really loud mowers and leaf blowers and stuff, it can mess it up and it gives it that kind of rattly sound. But hopefully we have all of this stuff out of the way and we can just finish this round. Do you guys have any guesses what they're setting up for? That explains why the beginning of this round was so hectic, but they have probably 5 million of these flags set up, and it almost kind of looks like a racetrack. So hopefully I can find someone, ask a few questions, because hey, we might want to hang out and watch that, you know what I mean? Hole 5, 433 feet. It looks like we want to hang straight for about 250 of it, and then we want to crash really hard to the left and finish the hole from there. So we are going to go with the Scepter. Get in there. That may have been a little early, but I think it fought its way through. Just as I thought, guys, we did crash quite a bit early. We probably should have went with our Firebird in that situation, and we are so pinched off. The only play, and I know the correct shot for this situation, is a flick roller. I've only ever tried like 3 of them, so I'm not even sure which disc to use, but I am gonna try it with my Proto Firestorm. Hey, I will gladly take that. A lot of excitement for the first flick roller on the channel, but guys, I would have no idea how to extend that or make it go straight at all, but I do know how to get those nice little curves when needed. Hole 6, 192 feet, really tight tunnel shot. You do want a slight left finish at the end, and we are gonna go with the Tossing Plastic NB. Really, really nice line. For the 2, well guys, update, it's actually being set up for a cross-country match or meet. I'm not sure which one it is, but not really my preferred form of entertainment, but hey, if you guys see on the news some crazy shirtless guy with a Mastodon painted on his face, you'll know that we had a good time. Hole 7, 212 feet. This hole is an absolute left turn, so you know what that means. We are not gonna pass up the opportunity for a big skip shot. We are going with our splice. Oh, we did catch one of the big trees up there, but we should have a putt. Nice effort on our skip shot there, but we have left ourselves a long one, probably about 40 feet for the 2. Nice putt. Hole 8, 230 feet, tunnel shot, but we do want to hold the slight ante the whole way, so of course we are going to go with our Proton NB. Oh, a little short. All right, still a pretty good putt though. Pretty good shot, but definitely not our best effort with the NB. We've left ourselves probably like a 30, 32 foot straddle putt for the 2. Nope, not even close. Hole 9, this is a tricky one. 234 feet. We want to hang straight for a little bit, and then we want a strong right finish. So we are going to go with our vintage Stingray. That definitely cut in way too early. And here we are with another tester putt. This one is a bit longer though, probably about 43 feet. Nope, that's not even close. Come on, Hunter. Hole 9 break, and today I'm gonna address quite a few questions that I get revolving my off the tee putters. A lot of you wanna know what they are, when I throw them, and why I throw them. And first off, we have the Sacred Proton Envy. Guys, this thing is super beat in. Don't go buy a brand new Envy and think it's gonna fly like this. In fact, it flies nothing like this brand new one that we have here. It's far more understable. It's almost more of like a proxy. Anything dead straight from like 230 to 300, or anything that needs a slight consistent ante the whole way is always gonna be this Envy. When I need more stability, that's when the Rhino comes out. I also use the Rhino a ton for distance management. This thing does not go far. It has like no glide to it. So if there's any hazards around the basket, you'll always see me pull this Rhino out instead of the Envy. It has far less chance to get squirrely on you, and it is stable. It's very stable. If you throw it hard and straight, it will hold that line, but you will always get that left crash. And finally, we have the Kia, which is the meat hook of the putters. I do go through waves on this. I throw it a ton, and then sometimes I won't throw it for quite a while. This newer one has beat in a lot quicker than I like, so it's taking a lot more getting used to, and I am still pretty apprehensive with it, but it's a great overall solid disc. And quickly, I want to propose to you guys 2 questions, and that is, if you had to get rid of your entire bag but keep one disc out of it, let me know what it is. Mine is of course stuck between these 2. This Envy is definitely much better for the game, but of course guys, I have to go with the old Valkyrie. It's my favorite. It will always be my favorite, and it will never leave the bag. And secondly, I want you guys to put in the comments, if you are going to do a draft pick, what are the first 5 discs that you are gonna pick to set up your bag? I'd love to read them, and we are pushing to 1,000 subscribers, so if you are new here, please take a second, hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Hole 10, 240 foot, dead straight shot with a strong left finish. We are gonna go with the champion Rhino. And guys, it is unfortunate that we caught this place on the short pins, but at the same time, the long pins look absolutely brutal. So maybe it's not so bad. Oh, little tree tap, but we should have a decent putt. For the 2, Hole 11, 345 feet, and guys, on the short pins, you'll have like a routine shot, and then they just slap you with some really hard hole. We want to go with a big ante off the tee shot and then hope that it hyzers back at the end. But this initial gap that we have to hit is very small. It is definitely a shot you have to commit to, and a tree hit can put you in a world of hurt. We are going to go with our Valkyrie. Oh, it feels so good to throw that disc again. Oh man, see, that's how it goes with the Valkyrie. Every time I open my mouth, we clipped some little branch up there in the air because we did not keep our height down, and now we got to work for it. That branch did manage to put that Valkyrie right on a hyzer, so we are way back here in the thick of it. I do see a couple wide hyzer lanes, but I'm actually going to go with a really light flick tomahawk dead straight because I see a good lane for it, and I'm very confident that we should have a somewhat decent putt. All right, that should work. And we did go with the thumber on that one. Really nice scramble shot. Hole 12, 170 feet, dead straight tunnel shot with the left finish. We are going to go with a soft Rhino and hopefully give it an ace run. I do not believe that I have an ace with this Rhino, and today would be a great day for it. All right, nice run. That should leave us a putt. Listen guys, I don't know what happened, but somehow the Rhino rolled all the way back almost to the tee pad. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. We are gonna go with a little sidearm flick shot with our hex. Oh, nice little shot. It's probably deep, but we kind of have to go for those. Way too short of a flick shot for the hex. I get stuck going to it because I do have the most confidence, but I did try that shot again off camera with the Rhino, and it did work out much better. But now we're fighting for it, probably about 30 feet for the 3. Nope. Really bad hole. This is something that I brought up quite a while ago in one of my older videos, but talk about top tier course names. Mastodon is immediately up in the top 3. Great name, shout out to the metal band Mastodon. So you guys let me know, what are the best course names that you've ever been to? Hole 13, 233 feet. It's almost the exact same shot, but it is a slightly wider fairway. We're gonna try to get some redemption with the Rhino. Oh, settle down. All right, we have to work for it a little bit. We've left ourselves another tester putt, probably about 30 feet for the 2. Oh boy, falling apart. Hole 14, this is another one that just snuck up and slapped us right in the mouth. 531 feet. You have to hang dead straight down a tunnel for quite a while, and then you want a late flip to the right. So we are gonna go with our Corvette. Oh yeah, be good, be so good. Oh man, caught a tree up there, but that was a really good throw. Well guys, unfortunately we caught a tree a lot faster than I thought, which is a shame because that Corvette felt so good when I let it out of my hand, but we still have probably a good 250 feet to the basket. I do see this wide ante lane, but I feel more comfortable just throwing right at it and hoping that we get a little luck and get past those trees up there. Well, we hit a couple trees on that one. Not our best shot. After a lot of crazy, we do still have a chance to save our 3, but it is about a 55, 60 footer. Come on. Oh man. Hole 15, we have a 231 foot dead straight to right finish. So we are gonna go with our Envy, and the rain is starting to come down, but hopefully we can wrap this video up. Didn't flip quite as much as we needed it to, but I'm still very happy. That is a very tight tunnel shot. We've left ourselves about a 40 footer. Apparently today is just one of those days of nothing but tester putts, but it is about time that we put one down. Thank you. Hole 16, 272 feet, dead straight with the right finish, and it looks like this basket is pretty well protected. I'm gonna go with a soft hex up there, and we're just gonna kind of see what happens. Nice looking shot. And I think we hit a few of those trees up there. Let's see how we did. Looking at this hole now, guys, if you play here, I think you just want to throw dead straight and then work on your putt from there. There isn't a real entry point coming in with that turnover shot. We do have an outside chance at the 2 still, but it is a very tight and tricky, probably 65 footer. Come on. Oh, nice run. Dang it. For the 3. Through the ups and downs of the round, one thing that has stayed very consistent is how absolutely stunning these woods are. I mean, this is just picture perfect, and if you start to get a little flustered, just look around you, and it will usually help calm you down a bit. Hole 17, this one actually looks like it might be at the B location, but I'm not sure. It is an absolute meat hook right. I'm gonna guess it's 279 feet. If I go with a big turnover, I'm sure it will just turn into a roller. So we are gonna go with a low burning sidearm shot with our scepter. Hook up. Really nice shot. I am happy with that. Well, guys, we put a little too much turn on that, but I'm still very happy with this shot. We have left ourselves a very tricky, probably 45, 50 footer for the 2. Oh, not bad. For the 3, and I'm actually glad we didn't go for it too much. This is all just a giant river surrounding this pin, so I'm very happy with the par. Guys, we are gonna skip hole 18 today. It looks like it throws right over this new cross-country course they just put in, and there is quite a few people out here getting a test run on it, so sadly, the video is gonna end here. And that wraps up today's video at Mastodon Disc Golf Course in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And guys, first off, I'd like to say this property is absolutely gorgeous, and I really enjoyed my time here. The pins were at their short locations today, and at a few points it did kind of start to feel a bit repetitive, but then all of a sudden, boom, you'd get this big, monstrous, very technical hole thrown at you to keep you on your toes. One thing that I do notice a lot when I play courses with alternating pin locations, a lot of times it seems a bit unnecessary and not all that much has changed, but that is definitely not the case here at Mastodon. If these pins were in a different location, this is a completely different course with 2 very different skill levels. And by no means did I mean these shorter pins today were just a walk in a park. They were all very technical. This place forces you to hit the line that you need to walk away with a nice birdie. A handful of the holes did also offer different pin locations. I believed we did play all the longs where they were available today. And again, they were nowhere near each other, which I love to see. I couldn't tell you how many courses where the short and long pin are 20 feet away from each other, and it just seems a bit silly. And as you guys saw, of course, there was beautiful signage on the tee pad and hole to hole. Great concrete tee pads, and the baskets were really nice. I do love how they have the school colors printed on them. Very cool, very different, very unique. Overall, I will give Mastodon the very solid score of 9 out of 10. A lot of that has to do with everything around it, the beauty of the course, how well maintained it is, and also that the different pin locations is basically 2 different courses. It's just a lot of fun. Hopefully I can meet some people out here later and play a few rounds. And as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Go Mastodons. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastic.